Welcome to this Football Manager 2020 video where I'm going to be taking a look at a World League database. Every year there's multiple people that create World League databases on FM20 and upload them to Football Manager fan sites or to the Steam Workshop. This is the first one that I've managed to find and I actually really like it. It was made by Pete Rocketfingers, shout out to him for his work on this. There's multiple leagues, there's multiple levels, there's multiple divisions within each level, using hundreds of teams from around the world. I'm guessing it's based on reputation. I will put a link to this Steam Workshop file in the description below. If you press subscribe, then it should appear on FM20 and you should be able to start a game using this database. But there's lots of information here about how he has created this and what he's done and the reasons why he's done it this way this year. So I'm going to holiday one season in this video. We'll simulate to the end of the 2019-20 season and take a look at what has happened in the World League database. If you'd like me to do a part 2 where I holiday a few years into the future, then remember to hit that like button on this video. It's much appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, here we are, the FIFA Premier League A. Now there's two divisions in the top flight. So there's Group A, League A, and League B in the FIFA Premier Division. The top 4 teams from each of these divisions then go into a separate league table and they'll play each other a couple times and the overall winner of the Premier League will be decided. There's also Premier League relegation playoffs as well. The bottom 5 teams from each, I think, go into relegation playoffs, and maybe the bottom 3 automatically get relegated. I'm not sure yet. We will find out over time. And then you've got all the divisions below. So League 1A, so this is level 2 essentially. So you've got League 1A and level 2, B, C and D. So like I said, this is all based on reputation, worldwide reputation. So you've got some South American teams, Mexican teams in this level as well. And then you go down to League 2, which consists of A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H as well. So I think there's 8. Yeah, there's 8 different divisions at this level. So that's League 2. Then we're down to League 3, and there's, as you can see the pattern, it's doubling each time the number of different divisions within each level. So we're starting to get towards teams you may not have heard of before. And the HIJKLMNOP. There we go. And then we're down to League 4, so on and so forth. I'm not sure how many actual levels there are in the end, but let's just skip through. You might see the team that's local to you or the team that you support or a club from your country. There's some really sort of lesser known teams at this level. And then we're into the bottom level, which is called the FIFA World League A. And then obviously there's multiple divisions at this level as well. So plenty of levels, just down to H on this one. We've got the FIFA World Club Cup. I think the Champions League exists as well. So these are the teams competing in the first ever Champions League. I'm not entirely sure how teams qualify for this, but there's all the way down to Group M. It must be based once again on reputation. So multiple teams in this competition. So it's not European Champions League, it's a World Champions League essentially. We've got the FIFA Premier League Cup, and then there's various other cup competitions depending on the divisions as well. So that's exciting. Lots of different competitions here. The FIFA Forgotten Clubs Cup, that might consist of, I don't know, teams that haven't made it into the world divisions. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to simulate one season and we'll see what happens. Here we go then, the end of the 2019-20 season. This is how League A finished. 16 teams competing in this. And this is how League B finished. So you can see the top 4 from each of those divisions qualified for the Champions playoff. You'll notice that Atletico Madrid won League A and Liverpool won League B, but all 4 of those teams from each of those divisions go through. So Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, the 2 Manchester teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Real Madrid. So lots of domination from the English teams, maybe predictably so, and also Spanish teams. Those are the only teams that got through. Zebra, or Juventus as they're really called, finished 5th, and PSG finished 5th as well, with Bayern Munich finishing 6th. You can see the teams that have been relegated after the relegation playoffs as well. So this is how the Champions playoff finished. So those 8 teams qualified for this group. They bring all of their points into this stage and then they play each other twice at the end of the season. Liverpool ended up winning the league with 86 points in the end, ahead of Man United. Man City actually finished bottom of that Champions playoff And then you've got the relegation playoffs. So the semi-final consisted of these 8 teams. So it actually consists of some teams trying to get promoted from League One, and also the teams trying to not get relegated to League One from the Premier Division. So that's the Premier Division final. I'm not entirely sure how all of this works, but I really like it. I really like the format this year. I think it's better than previous World Leagues, where it's just a simple 3 up, 3 down system. I like these playoff systems. It adds a bit of drama to it, adds a bit of depth as well to these divisions. I'll have a look to see who was top goal scorer. So Cristiano Ronaldo, top goal scorer for Juventus in League A. Messi, not really anywhere to be seen. He's 3rd on average rating, but yeah, 2nd man of the matches. So that's a little bit surprising. I don't know if there's any awards. So he's not set any awards, which is a bit of a shame, but you could always go into the editor and do that yourself, I suppose, those of you that know how to play around with competitions. And then in Group or League B, the only thing about the multiple divisions within each level is it's a little bit complicated, but it's easy to get your head around after a while. Dzeko was top goal scorer for Roma in this one. Neymar, highest average rating, but of course PSG missed out on qualifying for the Champions playoffs, so that's a little bit unusual there. And then, shall we go down? Let's go down the divisions. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, League One, these are the teams. So, Atalanta and Lille promoted. I don't know if they've gone through up automatically. I think it might have been via the relegation playoffs. So, if we go down a division to Group B, Everton and Real Betis have gone up. You can see the teams going down. I won't shout them out. League C, only one team went up, Leicester, on goal difference, but Fiorentina went into that relegation playoff, chance of getting promoted to the Premier League, and failed. They were unable to go up, so they will stay at this level next season. Likewise, Group D, we've seen 2 teams get promoted from there. Lots of teams going down from this division, so there's relegation playoffs at this level as well. There's probably playoffs in all of the different divisions. And then we're down to League 2. So League 2, Young Boys and Montpellier going up, but there is like a promotion playoff as well and a relegation playoff at this level as well. So I'm just going to skip down and you can have a look at all the teams getting promoted. Norwich going up with Espanyol. Then we've got League 2, Group C, Aston Villa getting promoted there. D, Newcastle, Olympiacos going up. Fulham, a championship club, very close to getting promoted. Then in Group E, Wolves went up, Parma. Group F, Leeds United getting promoted. No second team going up there, so obviously they missed out in the playoff stages. Same with G, Bournemouth going up. So there's lots of Premier League teams in the sort of third tier of the World League. Yeah, Burnley, also another Premier League team going up. But you've got American teams in here, New York City at this level. Chris Wood, top goal scorer for Burnley. And then we're down to the 4th tier, League 3, Group A. Some teams that you may not have heard of. I'll just keep going down. It'd be an interesting save. I'm certain it would be a very interesting save managing on this database. Could be a lot of fun. I do like these World League databases. Someone created one last year with over 2,000 teams in it. This one doesn't have quite that many, but it's still plenty of teams. So if there is another database that comes out that I think is interesting, then I will make a video on it. If you've made a database of any description that you want to sort of advertise to the world via the Steam Workshop, but also via my channel, then let me know. If I like it, if I like the look of it, then I'll make a video on it. Holiday a season or 2. Always happy to do that. This is such a big division. League 3, there's so many different divisions. Rangers getting promoted from this particular division. I imagine it'd be very tough starting at the bottom. I don't know what the TV money is like. We'll have to have a look at that in a second, actually, what the prize money and that sort of thing is in this competition. I don't know what he's set it at, but we'll just keep going down for the time being and I'll ramble away. As always, if you have any ideas for Football Manager experiments, then stick them in the comment section below. You can tweet me. All my links to my social media are in the description of this video and also on my channel. Thank you for the support. Lots of different experiments I've uploaded over the last few weeks and there's been a lot of love for them. It's been enjoyable making them. I keep saying I need to do a proper Let's Play series, but I just haven't had the time. I've been making these and enjoying it. And I make what I want to make. Yes, I want to entertain you. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making these experiments, because people have been interested in them. But I won't do something just because people want me to do it. I want to do stuff that I enjoy, because if I don't enjoy it, then it won't be good content. Hopefully you understand that. Anyway, we're down to the bottom level now. So this is League A. Like I said, Maharak going up. This is where we start to see teams getting very few points. Maragot only got 5 points. They didn't win a single game. League B, 5 points a game, 1 win. Is there going to be a team with 0 points? League C, 4 points, 1 win and a draw, minus 107 goal difference. Imagine if we put my perfect team from the perfect team experiment into this division. Absolute carnage. Then E, we've got 1 win again. So the lowest was 5 points by the looks of it. No, 3 points. Island Pitbulla. Where are they even from? Micronesia. Wow, that's brilliant. Love that. So that's why they've ended up with nothing. 3 draws. We're at the end now. Group G, 9 points is the bottom team. And Group H, I think this is the last one, 4 points. Where are Marrakech from? They're from Kiribati. So the other competitions are also very interesting, of course. So the FIFA World Club Cup hasn't actually been played yet by the looks of it. So that's the only one we've got to see who wins that. So when's that final? I don't actually know. Let's have a look at the teams. When are they going to be playing that last match? Going to be... Oh, it's not actually scheduled. So when is this? I don't know. Is it scheduled for Napoli? It's almost like there's not been enough time. So the semi-finals played back in April. It's now June and the match isn't even scheduled. So that's a bit strange. That's the one thing. This might be the one thing that's slightly broken. Or it might be taking place in the summer because it's like a World Cup type thing. But look how many rounds there are. So this must contain every single team because of how... I mean, there's so many. Maybe not actually, because surely... Well, first qualifying... Well, maybe. I don't know. But these are the teams that got to the quarter-final. Semi-final, Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid and Napoli beat Bayern Munich in the other semi. And yeah, this final it's just not happened yet, strangely. The Champions League has happened, though. So I'll just quickly show you what happened in this particular competition. I'll go back to the group stage. If you know who's won, Liverpool's won it. But this is what happened in the group stages. There's so many groups. Lots of teams. I assume the first season's based on reputation. I don't know how you qualify for this competition. I don't know if there's anything in rules. Not entirely sure. If I do holiday further into the future, it might become a bit clearer. There's teams from the Premier League and then there's teams from League One. So I think it's a competition for the Premier League and League One teams by the looks of it. And that's the second round. We then got the quarter-final consisting of PSG beating Zebra, Valencia beating Barcelona, Man City beating Spurs and Liverpool beating Bayern Munich. PSG then beat Valencia and Man City lost against Liverpool. So the final, won by Liverpool. We can see, Shaqiri with both goals in the final with Di Maria scoring for PSG. Well, there we go. And then we've got all the other competitions. So the Premier League Cup, so it's just the top two divisions from the top tier. So Atletico Madrid beat Zebra in that particular final. Can't seem to click on that for some reason. We've then got League 1 Cup won by Lille, beating West Ham in the final. Espanyol won the League 2 Cup. Rangers won the League 3 Cup against Empoli. Barnsley won the League 4 Cup. And lastly, the World League Cup, which is the bottom division, remember, won by Mimosas. And the Forgotten Cup, the final hasn't been played. But I'm assuming my theory about this is correct. Sort of teams that are forgotten about, that aren't in the divisions, I suppose. So that's quite interesting as well. That was the semi-final. The final hasn't taken place yet. And we do have an under-23s league as well. I mean, there's a lot of detail in this database. I'm impressed to have youth level teams as well. That's really good. Loads of divisions, in fact. How many are there? Cool, there's loads. Let's keep going. So he must have put all of them in. That's why there's so many different divisions for the youth teams. Yeah, I'm still going. What? This is crazy. This must have taken forever to make. To put all of these together. How many are there? I'm not going to... let's speed up. Okay, so there's 56 different youth levels. That is amazing. So before we end today's video, I thought we'd have a look at the Ballon d'Or. Ronaldo managed to win it. No surprise, he always tends to dominate on Football Manager. But Firmino finishing second and Harry Kane finishing third. That is quite surprising. I wonder if it's similar for Footballer of the Year. Just the other way around, Kane and Firmino. And then you've got the World Player of the Year, Firmino, Kane. So yeah, similar pattern. World Team of the Year for 20... This is just 2019, remember. So I think it's just the first half of the season, effectively. So no surprise with Ronaldo and Messi and then Mane in there. One thing I haven't looked at is transfers, actually. What's going on with transfers? So Dembele has moved from Barcelona to Man United. There's been some big transfers. Douglas Costa's moved from Juventus to Man City. This could be something quite interesting because all the big teams in the same division, you might see some mega transfers and some surprising ones, and maybe some lower transfer fees than you would expect simply because they're all playing in the same division now. And oh yeah, one thing I was going to look at was the TV money, of course. So if we look at the rules, that's the prize money, £92.16 million for the champions, and there's quite a bit. There's a huge. I mean, this is bigger than the Premier League. The gap, like the relegated team gets 26.08 million, but that is a huge gap between the champions and the teams going down. They still get a fair bit of money, but it's not as much as Premier League TV money, I don't think. We'll just have a look at League One levels. So they get more money than the relegated team coming down for getting promoted, so that's good. So the relegated team gets around about the same as the team finishing mid-table in the division below. That's interesting. Once again, a big gap between the high and the low. So yeah, they're going to get a fair bit of money, these teams. I'll just go down to League 2. So yeah, League 3, still quite a bit of money at this level as well, especially for some of the teams down this level. That will be a significant amount. So if I just go down to League 4, the team going down 9. So this is when it's starting to get really low. And then the World League, of course, only 689k for the winners and 26k. Low money for the teams finishing in the bottom 4. And then there's teams going down. So there will be teams, I assume, coming up from the divisions below, these unknown divisions below this level. I don't know how that will work, but I think we'll end it there. Thank you for watching this World League database video. Like I said, link in the description below if you want to download and play on it yourself. I might do a part 2. If this video proves popular, then I'll do a part 2 on a holiday a few years into the future. It's a big old database, so it takes quite a long time to simulate. But until next time, enjoy FM20, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.